Guys, a lot of people were caught by surprise with this Bitcoin pump, and a lot of people are asking me right now, should they be buying Bitcoin? What should they do? Well, what if I told you that there is a life-changing opportunity approaching, a life-changing opportunity that is going to make so many people very, very wealthy? Guys, I'm going to talk through all of this, guys. I'm going to talk through what's happened. Why is the Bitcoin price actually going up? What's happening with the whales? What's happening with the altcoins? What's happening with everything we love and watch daily here in the crypto space. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. Thank you so much for the feedback on yesterday's video here. Some people said that this is one of the best videos I have made, so make sure to watch that if you have not watched it already. Massive Bitcoin signal in this video, which I actually talked about yesterday. And after that video, of course, Bitcoin did see a massive pump here. Now, let's talk about what happened here. So we did see a massive pump in Bitcoin here on the 4-hourly time frame. After finding that support of the edge of my orange box here, massive buying pressure coming from Bitcoin. And what you can see is that it went through, let's be honest here, guys, as much as I love my red line and my orange box, it went straight through this. Now, this is very unusual. It's very unusual for a price to just go through it like this. It just goes to show that someone really wants to buy Bitcoin at this point. We don't really know who this is. Is it whales? Who is it? Why are we seeing this amount of crazy buying pressure for Bitcoin? Well, I guess in time we are going to find out in hindsight why we did pump here, but I can only talk about the technicals, and the technicals were looking very good, because yesterday, just like I talked about in my yesterday's video, we were at a very important point in time here in which we were approaching a level with a historical, buy signal flashing. And yeah, we didn't even go to that level, but we had so much support at this level. On the weekly time frame, we have, in the $34,000 level area, we have this very important support. I've been talking about these support levels for 1 month. I mean, the last couple of weeks, basically every single video have been about how I think that we are going to see the bottom. We have either already hit the bottom here at $34,000, $33,000, or we are going to, if we go any lower, see the bottom in that vicinity. This is why I've been telling you that, from this level, I am buying Bitcoin. We could have the bottom at 33, at 34, maybe at 30, maybe at 29, but in this general vicinity, this is a no-brainer to buy Bitcoin for me. This is what I've been trying to tell you for the last couple of weeks, and I know a lot of people have, absorbed that and now are sitting at massive profit. Now, here's the thing though. The last couple of days, how much have we gone up? Well, we have gone up by about 30%. So the people who are asking me right now, should they get into Bitcoin? Of course, it's more risky to get into Bitcoin right now, although we are above the red line and orange box here. Perhaps you wait for us to, hit the red line like this, make that proper support and then take off. But remember, we are sitting at, 30% profit already, another 50% profit from this point, and we are basically sitting at our all-time high again. So this is how, quickly things changes in crypto. This is why you need to be prepared to buy the dips, because in the dips, that is when you make the most amount of money. Do not be scared of buying the dips, guys. Just make sure to utilize good risk management so you do not get wrecked. But, yeah, dip buying has proven throughout history to be a very good decision. Now, let's wait and see, guys, if we can make this into proper support and consolidate this level. That would be very good for Bitcoin. Now, let's continue talking here. I wanted to actually talk about the massive support levels to pay attention to, but maybe I should just jump into the juice of this video and talk about that life-changing opportunity for Bitcoin. Let's go through the support levels real quick here. So support level for Bitcoin, this level, this support level here on the weekly time frame. I'm going to go through this quick, guys. So yeah, 33,400. You already know about this. Also, we have the EMA strengthening this general area here. This is right now sitting at $36,000. You can see that we were supported here on the 100 EMA, the blue line here, and you know that this is very important. Got supported here, got supported here. Throughout history, this has been very important. If we close below it, that is when things really start to go south. but just like you can see here, we didn't close below it. So that's very good for Bitcoin. This is also one of the reasons why I thought that the general $30,000 level is going to be the massive support for Bitcoin. Also, you have this one right here. The green line is the regular 100 moving average, strengthening this general area at $33,000 also. So we have that. Also on the weekly time frame, we do have the RSI right here, and this has also been, as you can see here, let me show you, whenever we have hit this trend line right here on the RSI, we have had massive pumps right here, boom, right here, boom, and we just hit it here as well. So this was also telling us that, yeah, things were looking pretty bullish. And while we are on this chart, you can see that this extremely important downward sloping resistance has now been broken as well. So we are turning many of these charts into more bullish looking charts right now, guys. That's looking good for Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Now, I did talk about this on the daily time frame yesterday. This is, as far as I can tell, the reason, from a technical standpoint, why we did see this pump here, because from this consolidation inside of this little bit of a triangle, or whatever you want to call this formation, we did see a little bit of a pop here. And of course, that was when we hit this trend line, resistance line at 43,400. I could go on and talk about the stuff we've been talking about when it comes to on-chain data and stuff like that. But now, guys, let's talk about life-changing opportunities. So right here on the Bitcoin dominance, you can see, and by the way, I have talked about this previously right here 8 days ago. Ignore the FUD. Life-changing opportunity is approaching. And yes, I think that now is definitely the time to prepare. So again, on the Bitcoin dominance, you can see that we had this little bit of a triangle formation being formed. We are now breaking out of it, meaning that Bitcoin is now outperforming the altcoins. Although, the altcoin market is looking completely insane right now, with Terra going up 22%, Solana is up 10%, Avalanche 15%. You can see that Bitcoin is up 13%, which is more than many of these altcoins. XRP only up 6.4. So in general, Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. As you can see here, many of these altcoins are up, under 10%, while Bitcoin is up more than 10%. So this is why the Bitcoin dominance is increasing. Now, this should not mean that you are going to dump everything into Bitcoin. What it needs to tell you, though, is that you need to prepare right now for the 100, the 1,000 excess in the altcoins. Because as much as I love Bitcoin, guys, I absolutely love Bitcoin, but you're not going to see 1,000x returns on Bitcoin, maybe not even 100x anytime soon. So it is in the altcoins. The question is, how should you be playing this? Well, we have this formation. We have broken out of this. I can see a situation where Bitcoin continues to trend upwards here for a bit. Now, we don't know where it is. Maybe it's going to end, at this point. Maybe we're just going to reach this level. That could be the case. Maybe we're not even going to reach that level. Maybe we're going to only reach this level. But at some point, we are going to hit a resistance level. And that is where, you're going to make those insane profits when things start to roll over. Let me show you this one. This is the Altcoin Index, one of my favorite charts. If you've been following my channel, you already know about this. You can see that we are pretty low right here. We are in a Bitcoin season, meaning Bitcoin is outperforming the altcoins. But whenever we go into these, very low levels on the Altcoin Index, that is where you have insane potential for altcoins when things really do start to turn around. So let me show you an example. Let's look at the last time we had this kind of thing going on. So here, the 13th of August of 2021, we hit a very low level here, and then the altcoins really started to take off. And this is where, many of the altcoins saw those 100x returns, 50x returns, 200x returns, and more. In many altcoins. It wasn't just one or two, there were many altcoins with those kind of performances. And of course, we are going to talk about specific altcoins here on this channel, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to be informed about that. But in general, when we go down here and we go to very low levels and the Bitcoin dominance continues to strengthen here, let's see if we're able to hit one of these resistance levels, and when things start to turn around, that is where you are going to make those insane returns. So start preparing right now, guys, because we do not know for certain, of course, what Bitcoin is going to do in the short term here. But if Bitcoin continues to trend upwards, if Bitcoin continues to take on these levels and continues to outperform the altcoins, strengthening its dominance, once things start to turn around again, just be prepared for that, because things are going to be violent, things are going to be fast, but things are going to be very, very profitable. So you need to be prepared. Okay, guys, let's round this video off by talking first about traditional markets. Traditional markets are looking pretty decent here. Pretty decent, guys. It is going up. And this is also, by the way, I've been showing you in previous charts that war does not necessarily mean that assets are going to go down. I've been showing you this on my channel many, many times. Actually, in general times of war, assets actually do go up. So don't believe the mainstream media telling you to sell all of your assets. Look, this is the Bitcoin exchange whale ratio. This is showing us, out of all of the selling that is going on, how much of it is coming from whales and how much of it is coming from, general people. And you can see that we had a peak here, the 27th of February, 2 days ago. We had a peak in whale activity. And right when we saw this peak of whales sending Bitcoin to exchanges to sell it, you can see that the Bitcoin price did go down. So this was potentially one of the last sellouts. If you believe that Bitcoin is going to go up from here, this was a shakeout, I should say, not the sellout, a shakeout by the whales. Bitcoin went from, let me show you here on the right, at this very specific point, Bitcoin went from $39,000 down to $37,000. And now, of course, since we did see that potential shakeout, Bitcoin is now going up. So very interesting times, guys. If you want to start trading, you're able to claim a $4,530 bonus over on Bybit. So make sure to take advantage of that. Guys, I will see you in the next one.